time for our first look at sports. We say a very good evening to Damian Best.
Hey, very good evening to you, Lisa. Good evening to our viewers and listeners on the outside. Well, Shane Mosley, Shamar Brooks and Shane Dorrich all scored half centuries as the Windies' three-day warm-up match between the Craig Brathwaite 11 and the Jason Holder 11 ended in a predictable draw today at the Emirates Old Trafford. After the Brathwaite 11 declared their second innings on 231 for 4, setting Holder's men a target of 313. Opener Shane Mosley led the scoring with a knock of 83 not out of 142 balls, leaving Holders 11 on 149 for 3 by the end of the match. And Kumar Bonner, he struck 24 not out with Keon Harding, O'Shane Thomas and Raymond Rifa taking a wicket apiece. Now earlier, Shamar Brooks made 66 not out from 99 deliveries, and Shane Dorrich an unbeaten 56 off 83 as they had an unbroken partnership of 119 for the fifth wicket. So scores in the match then: Brathwaite's 11, 275 and 231. The Holder 11, 193 and 149 for 3. The match ending in a draw. Well, West Indies top order batsman Shamar Brooks, meanwhile, says he enjoyed his time in the middle, admitting it felt great to get some runs under his belt. Brooks, who slammed 111 against Afghanistan, is expected to bolster the batting lineup in Shimron Hetmar's absence.
It's always a good opportunity to get in the middle, I guess, to spend some time being in the nets for the last 2 weeks, and again, the opportunity to get in the middle is always key. Coming up against our test bowlers was always a test, even leading up from the net, so it was good to go out there. It was a good batting surface. You just need to apply yourself and spend some time at the wicket, and I guess the more time I spent there, the easier it got. Our reflection coming here, so I was doing a lot of thinking and visualizing, and we had 2 weeks quarantine and doing work, and had a chat with Floyd, the batting coach, and we ironed out a few things, and yeah, I'm seeing dividends now in this last innings today.
Well, Brooks was also full of praise for the efforts of opener Shane Mosley and all-rounder Raymond Rifa. Mosley scored over 100 runs during the 3 days, while Rifa was menacing with the ball, taking a total of 6 wickets.
Shane already played well today. Coming on to the third day of the game, he pitched really flattened out and he really applied himself. He played some wonderful shots. Having said that, though, the guys still bowled decent areas. Looking at the other guys who are not in the test squad, who have not been announced in the test squad, I was impressed with their energy over the last 3 days, and I think that's a plus going forward.
Now, this current West Indies pace attack could be a big worry for England in the upcoming 3-test series, and a plug has been put in for reserve player Shannon Gabriel to get a play. This is the view of cricket analyst George Dobell as he was speaking on the Cricinfo website Switch Hit Cricket Show. While not overly impressed with a few of the younger guys, Dobell noted that Gabriel's presence could worry the English.
England were pretty much blown away in the Caribbean, and there may be some similarities. I mean, remember that they used the Duke's ball, so that's not going to be anything new. I'm reasonably confident Shannon Gabriel will play, but I think Alzarri Joseph's a really good bowler with a big future. And there's the other Holder coming through. Now, we saw him at the start of that tour playing at Cave Hill in the warm-up game. And he didn't actually, and everyone was saying how promising he was. It was quite a slow wicket. And he didn't stand out in the same way that, say, Alzarri Joseph stands out. But he's very highly thought of. And it'll be really good to see him too. Only 3 tests, but they do come thick and fast. And you wonder about, well, some of the England seamers are getting on a bit. And obviously Shannon Gabriel's just coming back from injury. He's got the huge run-up and all the rest of it. Puts a lot into his body. It might well be that people need to rotate, mightn't it?
The one guy I'm really looking forward to is Jimbo. Yes, Joaquim Cornwall.
The big man.
Yeah, the big man. I spoke to him, in fact, not to talk about the interview I did, but he comes across as someone who's so cool and confident, and he just took a 10 for against Afghanistan, a team that you would think in India on spinning tracks, which will do better against a part-time guy, but he took a 10 for, and he's also very confident of talking himself as a batsman. So the bowling attack is really balanced Yes, you would think that West Indies are in a much better mental space as far as their bowling is concerned. It's just that subject to fitness and the intensity they build up in the coming weeks, they would worry England for sure.
Well, on the other side, Barbados-born fast bowler Jofra Archer joined England's training group in Southampton today after testing negative for COVID-19. The 25-year-old was delayed in joining the camp after a member of his household felt unwell over the weekend. Archer and the rest of his household tested negative earlier this week for the virus, and after a second negative test, he travelled to Southampton. Archer revealed last week that the elbow injury, which kept him out of the final 3 tests of England's series against the other opposition last winter, had fully healed. Now, England's 30-man group is prepared for the Test series against West Indies. The 3 matches, originally due to start June 4th, begins on July 8th behind closed doors in biosecure environments at the Ageas Bowl and also at Old Trafford. Now, England's training group will play a 3-day practice game from next Wednesday, after which a squad will be chosen for the first test.